One of the other features that is going to be something that is going to be available when you have multiple data centers, specifically multiple vCenter servers, is the ability of doing cross vSwitch and cross vCenter, also referred to as long distance vMotion. This is actually a pretty cool feature. One of the things that needs to be in place is there's going to be there's a lot of specifics that need to be lined up. One of the most critical is the latency between the ESXi hosts needs to be under 150 milliseconds. Now this is a home lab sitting all on the same server, so I don't have to really worry about latency. You have to make sure that the distributed switches are the same version. So I tried to test this out before. And when I did, I tried to do it and I got a couple of errors, and the errors were like a different version or something like that. I was like, what are they talking about? So essentially, if you click over here and I look at the VDS, you'll notice that this VDS is 6.6 and that this VDS here is also, give that a second to catch up, it's running a little bit slow. This VDS is also running 6.6. However, this VDS was running at 6.5 for some reason. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So I actually had to go to Actions, Upgrade, and then I had to upgrade the VDS. So this is currently on its most recent version. You can upgrade a VDS, but you can't downgrade a VDS. And so I did that, and as soon as I did that, the capability of migrating VMs between your vCenter servers is fine. Now, I don't have any shared storage shared between my vCenter servers. This might not be the case. You might actually have vCenter servers that are deployed and have shared storage or doing some sort of replication or site recovery manager or something like that. But here I'm not. I am simply going to take LVM2 here that is currently deployed, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to vMotion him from vCenter DC2 vCenter 1 to DC1 vCenter 1. So it's going to be across vCenter vMotion. So to do this, I'm going to go ahead and right click. I'm going to click on Migrate. Give this a couple seconds. And we have to come down here to change both compute resource and storage, because we don't have the same storage set up between our vCenter servers. So because we don't have that, we need to actually move the data stores. So I'm going to click on Next. And as you can see, we have compute resource. I'm going to expand DC1 to compute man. Apologize about that. I have a cough that sometimes doesn't want to go away. So it's going to validate to make sure that the compute cluster that we're going to send to is going to work. And obviously I'm running distributed resource scheduler, so we don't have to worry about selecting a specific host. I'm going to click Next, and it's going to ask me what storage do you want to put it on. Give that a second. And I am going to put it on vSAN, because I have a vSAN data store currently deployed, and it says that vSAN storage consumption would be 32 gig disk space and 0 bytes reserved flash space. Okay, no worries. I'm going to go ahead and click on Next, and it's going to be moved to DC1. What network am I going to put it on? Currently, I am on a NSX-V wire of 6000, and this is going to be just one of the regular global logical switches. I'm going to come over here to Destination Network, and in the drop down, I'm going to choose 5000. So it's going to be logical switch 1.172.29.1.0. It's going to select that, and it's going to validate and say, yep, that's going to work. Click Next, vMotion priority. I'm going to use a high priority. I'm going to click on Next. And after a second or two, it's going to tell me that it's good to go. The next thing I'm going to do is click on Finish, and it's going to begin the vMotion. It's actually going to show up two of them. Go ahead and bring this up just a little bit so we can see what's happening here. As you can see, I already did it. It's, I don't know if it's actually going to show up right here, but we're going to see the relocate the vMotion here, and I'm going to go ahead and let it do its thing. So we have initiate vMotion receive operation. So basically vCenter 2 is telling vCenter 1, hey, I got a vMotion coming your direction, and we're going to be good to go. There is another way of doing this. It's integrated into, well, it's using flings, and you use a separate Java app to do the migration. I'm not going to show you guys that here, but what will end up happening is this will get pushed over. This VM, LVM2, will eventually get moved back over here to the DC1 compute cluster. So we will have a cross vCenter vMotion deployed. And again, just to make sure I reiterate this again, this doesn't require shared storage to be done between our vCenter deployments. So that's why we need to migrate the disk and the networking. So it'll take some time for that to happen. I'm not going to wait for this to finish. It does take some time. But when we take a look at this, I will show you guys this in the beginning of the next video. You'll see how it comes out, and the VM will be moved back. Actually, what's funny about this is this VM, when it was originally pulled over here, when we did it, it was it took a while for it to copy, and eventually it moved over. But this will take some time, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording. And if you guys want to know more about cross vCenter, cross vSwitch, or cross vCenter vMotion, or what they refer to as long distance vMotion or enhanced vMotion, I suggest you guys take a look at that and how that works. Until next time, guys, thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video.